All right, let's watch this white guy who got
Joe Rogan
not hired for being white.
And most companies have DEI scores, and most companies have all these different requirements, and they're openly allowed to discriminate against especially heterosexual white men.
How would you know?
There's something so funny about like saying this while having a Muhammad Ali like shirt on too, like a hoodie.
Not only that, but like being so confident about like what real jobs and offices are like when everyone you know is either like Tony Hinchcliffe, Bert Kreischer, or like a Navy SEAL who invented a new type of water bottle. Those are the only, or an MMA fighter. Those are the only people you know, and you're like,
Joe
this
Rogan
is what
also,
an office is like.
Yeah, he hasn't been in the workforce for like 3 decades at this point. The f he talking about?
Like, I'm sure there's a ton of goofy at companies nowadays, but I don't think they like go up to you and they're like, we're not paying you because you're white.
Yeah, we're gonna pay you,
you
less.
have to work for free or you go to prison for being racist. I don't think it works that way.
Well, this guy's gonna tell him.
There was a thing that Elon tweeted.
Who is this guy? Tyler Fischer?
I think today or yesterday, in response to one of these things at Disney, where one of the guys at Disney like openly said, I would never hire a straight white man.
I have that on tape. I have a lawsuit.
Well, that's why I'm bringing this up.
Yeah. I mean,
so you and I talked in the green room.
I'm so sick of these conservative industry plants.
All right, let's see. Tyler Fischer, a guy who wasn't hired for being white, bro. Oh, it's this guy.
Is this guy in the Crowderverse?
He's in the Daily Wire movies, bro.
Oh, right. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay.
He's the guy who always dresses up like a woman, I think, or does like the gay voice, right?
He has such a annoying look. This is my least favorite type of guy. A guy who's a conservative but has the look of like a Philadelphian. He has a very Philadelphia affect, if you feel me. He looks like all these guys look like they would be at the Chapo audience at the Chapo show in
DSA,
Philadelphia.
Bro,
that's what he looks like.
It's quite a long story. I mean, when I started comedy I've been doing it 20 years. So I've been on TV shows, guest stars, co-stars. You never really heard, that's too many white guys, or, it's getting a little too white. And then I remember like at comedy clubs, you just
classic, dude. I didn't get jobs, not because but because like I'm a white guy. This is like the peak of cope, dude.
Yeah, it's also like I love all the conservatives who had to like flunk into conservative media out of normal media. They always have like they have some mythical like successful career that they had 15 years ago that they can never tell you specifics about, but like everything was going great. I was in all these TV shows. Everyone loved me. They sent me to prison for being white.
It's just
it
like,
happened.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, do you not look at the landscape of comedy? Do you think that like the comedy landscape is like cluttered with like non-white people or something? Like, what the
start to hear people say, there's too many white guys.
Yeah, dude, totally. When I think of like a comedian, the image that comes to my mind is literally a white dude. Like, what are we talking about? It's just like the most overrepresented group in an entire field.
Also, like for stand-up comedy, like I obviously support, like industry side support is important, but like you do like kind of have to get your own fans one way or the other.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, absolutely.
It does kind of depend a lot on what you are capable of individually.
Like he was popping.
Yeah, like audiences aren't going like, I can't be a fan of another white comedian.
Bro, Netflix gave a deal to the dude with the big lips. What's his name? The white boy who's like, I want to beat my wife or whatever. What was the Zoomer?
Who?
The Zoomer kid? No, not Pete Davidson.
Matt Rife.
Matt Rife.
Yeah. The kid who's like, damn, Unc.
Yeah.
And it's like, why do you sound like that?
I
kid?
described it in the worst way possible.
The Zoomer with the big lips who beats his wife. I don't think he doesn't. He did a joke about domestic violence that was very poorly received, but
come on, bro.
He's super with the big lips. That's
look
true.
at him. Look at them lips. He did the handsome Squidward.
And then it became quite popular to just start to say, there's too many of you guys. So what do? We got to get rid of them. The first time it happened to me.
They're killing white men, dude.
They're killing all the whites in comedy. Joe, find the mass graves of white comedians.
The funniest thing you could do to these guys, like Joe Rogan owns a comedy club in Austin. Yeah, go perform there, see how much of a crowd you're drawing.
I was invited to do a podcast. So a woman, she was a lesbian. She wanted me to come on and tell the story of being raised by gay men. She goes, I think this will be good to bridge our two fan bases so people can hear it from a straight guy's point of view of what it's like to kind of grow up around, I grew up in gay bars and piano bars and drag shows, and I'm kind of the long-term study for what it does to you. It f***s you up.
Wait,
oh my God.
Wait, no. He's like, yeah, I'm gay, Joe. When I see when I sit across from you, I swear to God, I'm thinking about sucking your cock right now. Okay.
This is so pathetic. Like, he's throwing his parents under the bus.
Yeah.
For ultimately not that much money. He's over his entire family for I don't know. How much do you even make being in a Daily Wire movie? $10,000? $5,000?
Probably the bag. He got the bag, dude. They threw him the bag.
I started to think maybe I'm gay.
Daily Wire, who literally promotes it, they only do non-union sets. Yeah. I'm sure they threw him the bag.
Hey, maybe I'm, I tried in college. Actually, I was going home to visit my family. I tried
in 2004 outfit.
Yeah,
he sold his family out for nothing.
But look at the hat. He bought that hat. That's new.
That's
for
cold.
sure.
Guy, just because I felt like I needed to fit in.
No way. He tried kissing a guy, dude. What the? What? He said he tried kissing a guy because he wanted to fit in.
How do you face your parents after this? You had a big break. You went on Joe Rogan. How did it go?
He's
I kind of said that you guys made me think I was gay and ruined my life.
No way. He posted, forget all your panties in a bunch. I was raised by a gay dad in gay bars. And yes, all the men tried to bang me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah.
What the
Yeah, that's right. I'm a victim.
This guy's act must be terrific.
Yeah, he's
must be a great act.
Yeah, he's like, listen, Joe, you know that tweet that was going around about Gay City and how they'd beat your ass if you don't twerk? It's real. I was in Gay City, Joe.
I love how he said,
my own daddy beat my ass for not twerking.
My dad lives in the embassy of Gay City like Julian Assange. I love how he said, I tried to kiss a guy to fit in.
Like,
Ooh,
yeah.
what? What are you
with his dads? With his dads, you don't understand.
It really.
How'd that go?
He was like, get the away from me. I remember I was in the car and just going like, maybe I'm gay. My dad's gay. I got a gay brother. One of my dad's brothers is gay. I think my grandfather. It's it's genetic.
Yeah,
it's
for
genetic.
Sure.
And I just
for sure. That's what Joe said. For sure. Wait, genetic is two gay dads, so they didn't. Wait, what? Wait. How did this happen? Not on some meme. Biologically, what happened?
Both of my dads were gay, so when they got pregnant with each other with me, he's like the liquid snake of being gay. I got all the recessive genes that make me gay. Do you have any idea what it's like growing up knowing you're gay? I was 13 the first time I tried to kiss a man in a car.
Joe,
fit in.
Joe, you don't understand. It's impreg. My daddy got impreg.
Let's get the away from me.
Why do you continue to follow your orders and taking your son to a gay bar? Because you enjoy all the that's why.
He got the recessive gene, so he couldn't come out gay. That's why he's sad. He's like, oh, why couldn't I be gay just like my daddy's? Then I can fit in at Gay City.
I will complete my father's legacy, and I will use the Metal Gear to become gay.
I wanted to be the gay,
Yeah.
It's so
peer pressure.
Peer pressure. This girl invited me on to talk about it.
Okay, if you're not currently sucking a cock, my man, that means that it didn't work. Undermining the entire argument. Dude, if peer pressure works in that direction, then you'd be gay. You'd be sucking a dick right now.
like I can't even like get into the specifics of what he did in that car. That story is very weird. I feel like he glossed over it. He did like a match slap move to somebody at some point,
and the cop's like, "Ew, stop."
But like, okay, yeah. If the peer pressure really worked, he'd be like, "This is awesome. I love this."
Yeah,
you know, he'd be fighting it. But I just, yeah.
He got turned down. He got turned down by one gay dude and became homophobic. Exactly.
I just like his reasoning for stuff is so bad too, because he's like, my grandfather is gay. My dad's gay, my brother's gay.
I love Joe Rogan being like, yeah, it is genetic. You're right. Like your dad's gay, you're gay too. That's how it works. For the record, my dad came out as gay when I was 7. I supported him. He's doing crazy numbers, by the way.
This is, dude, selling out your family for 46
likes on Twitter.
Dude.
I support him and still do, but it's unreasonable to expect people to keep up with so many unwritten rules and changes. The gay flag has had more updates in the last 10 years than the iPhone's iOS.
Oh my God,
Banger.
I can't believe anti-white racism is keeping this genius out of comedy.
I know. He's got so many more bangers in the chamber, I promise.
She texts me and she goes, I think this was after the George Floyd thing, maybe. And she goes, I can't have a straight white guy on anymore.
That's how you know this happened. I think it was after the George Floyd thing, maybe. Was it or wasn't it? Like, this is apparently like a foundational thing that has set you on this course, that has put you in front of Joe Rogan. This is your one issue. This is your main issue. Is like that white men can't make it in comedy. You would at least like remember when it was. You would remember when it was.
Also, the big wrongdoing here is that he got disinvited from his like black lesbian friends podcast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I remember just going like, what the you can't have me on just because my skin color?
What changed?
This did not happen.
During the BLM stuff, that stuff really ramped up. It became kind of, I think, celebratory to go, white people, white women, white,
right.
I think it became normalized. A little way too
very dangerous.
I hate
words are violent. Doing words are violence for being a white guy is so awesome.
No one in America is against identity politics.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for their turn.
Yeah, it's awesome.
God damn, dude.
Well, any amount is too much, but it became celebrated in a way. And so that happened, and then it happened in another podcast. And then I had an acting agent who, whenever I would do stand, I used to host Mark Norman's show, Hot Soup. And all the agents would come, and every couple months, someone would go, "Why aren't you on SNL? We got to get you in Hollywood." Why aren't? And I'd go, "Well, sure."
That happened.
Even if it did happen, that's like classic agent talk. What do you mean? They don't mean. It's no different than your fucking grandmother being like, "You're a handsome boy." Okay, this is equivalent to going on Joe Rogan and be like, "My grandmother said I'm a handsome boy," and then my one not gay grandma. Okay, and then no women want to me, Joe. It's because everybody hates white men. Women only want to non-binaries.
I went on Pod Save America in 2017, right?
Oh yeah,
and it was
I remember
that episode where they like edited out like basically everything I said. They're such rats. But anyway, like it was like it was. I don't consider it either bad nor like necessarily the best content I've ever done, right? But I among the things I said on that show was like give Iran a nuke. And still after that, because it was at this fucked up stupid event called LA Podfest, an agent went up to me and was like, "I'd love to represent." After I said that, it really doesn't matter what they'll just do that. They're like working dogs. They love doing that. They love just asking you if they can represent you for no reason.
Maybe he too wanted Iran to have nukes. You failed to consider that.
Well,
it was the one podcast. It was
you need
John
auditions.
Lovett. Yeah, I did his show. What a fucking rat.
And so this guy saw him and he brought me in. It was the biggest agency at the time, Abrams it was called, and I'm waiting around going, what's going on? No auditions? Is SNL coming to check me out? And he emails and he goes, it's too tough out there for white guys.
Oh my God, I'm going to fucking die. Dude, you literally got like a ass agent who didn't give a fuck about you because you're a loser with no presence, no stage presence, no charisma, no nothing, and you took what he tried to soften the blow for you, and you took that to heart and you ran with it. I thought there was like an actual grievance. What is happening?
No, yeah.
He kind of was like, we're
This
done.
needs to build up to like a legitimate and then when I couldn't make it in Hollywood, I tried to go work at Jiffy Lube, and then they told me I'm a white man and I can't work there. Like, unless there's something like a legitimate grievance, I'm sorry, dude, you're delusional. Okay.
This reminds me so much of like, I've known so many people where it's like, they don't understand that like the way the entertainment industry kind of works is just, it's by scattershot. They take a billion meetings. They, make rough plans for a billion different things. You have a billion meetings for something that will probably never happen. Every agent and manager is incredibly effusive and gives you the highest praise and has the highest forecasts because it's a scattershot method, and they need one out of like every 100 of those things or every 1,000 of those things to work for it to be economically viable. It reminds me of all these people I knew who would they would have one meeting with Netflix, a very general meeting where it's like, hey, we like your, whatever internet thing. We'd be interested in blah, blah, blah. And they would act like they signed the contract that moment. They were guaranteed $100 million. Their life was going to change. And not just that they have a billion of these a day. They don't remember you. They don't remember him. They don't remember any of this.
You're not even a side note. You're nothing in this dude's life even. And he's nothing too. What's crazy is like Joe Rogan's been in the entertainment industry for so long. He knows what this conversation is. He's had it with his other loser friends who have not made it in the field, so he knows exactly what's going on. Even I know what's going on because I've been rep by WME for like almost 10 years at this goddamn point. Like, I know what it's like when you're in the beginning of your career and you don't have any opportunities, and the way that your agents treat you because they just have you on the roster for the maybe potential that you might have. And I know what it's like when you do have a lot of opportunities. Anyone who is in Hollywood for an extended period of time, like Joe Rogan, absolutely knows what this conversation is. Okay, it's so crazy though that Joe Rogan is so goddamn invested in this white grievance politics that he's not even correcting him.
On here, the next day, fires me, removes me. Right? Well, no, the next day. It was soon after, removed me from the roster. I got an email. Some more time went by, and then another manager scouted me, brought me in. It's called AGI Entertainment, I think. And he goes,
he's getting rep by fake companies that Harvey Weinstein set up.
You got an acting resume? He goes, we're going to get you on Curb Your Enthusiasm. And I was like, okay, maybe.
Oh my God, an agent lied to you?
No way.
Oh my God, call the news.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're the most man in America.
To the outsiders, that are unfamiliar with these conversations, dude, of course that is what managers and agents do. They literally they're trying to upsell you. They're salesmen. They want to put you on the roster. You have to do the work. A lot of people don't understand when they're first starting their careers or whatever. They're like, oh, I got a manager. My life is set now. That's not how it works, man. You got to do your own thing. You are the one that is getting the clients for the most part. It only when you get to the tail end of your career where opportunities are coming up regardless. You know what I mean? It's so stupid.
This is finally somebody who's got the balls to fight this.
Yeah,
that's what
the balls to get a white guy on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, someone to stand up and say, "I am Spartacus." Put my white client on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
Oh, this is so good. This guy's great.
Months go by. He calls me and he goes, "We hit a snag." He said, "We can't have any more white guys, or we're not hiring white guys. We're not representing white guys."
Yeah, no, there were no white guys on Curb
is going on? How
after
could you
this.
say that? And I go, is it company policy? And he goes, yeah. So halfway through the conversation, I take my phone out because this happened so many times. I was losing my mind. My therapist goes, dude, you got to start recording this.
His therapist doesn't believe him.
Oh my God.
His therapist is like, sure, bud. Yeah. Sure. And then my therapist dropped me because he said, no more white guys.
Everyone in this guy's life is just getting rid of him using the same method.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're killing us.
That's awesome.
You have to record this stuff because it was happening every month. I got a commercial campaign. They go, "You've been replaced with a black woman." He goes, "You're the guy for the job."
What? He got a commercial campaign and they were like, "You are the perfect person to represent us." But unfortunately, the woke DEI gods forced our hand. We have to hire a black woman in your place to play the same role.
Yeah, this guy is one of the most nondescript human beings I've ever seen. He's nondescript in appearance, in output, in personality. He is one of the most replacement level individuals I've ever seen. He is not even a quest giving NPC. Like, just a complete like nothing person. No one is on board this guy's ship for anything. You've seen his Twitter where he's just posting, just no one's engaging with it. I would get more engagement if I posted a GoFundMe where I said, "Give me $20,000 so I can replicate an F-16 cockpit." That would get more positive engagement. And he's acting like he was on the verge of superstardom. Yeah, man.
But
Tyler,
once
you have
again,
the look.
But once
you have
again,
everything.
Once again, Joe Rogan knows that. He's a ape in every sense of the word. But if there's one area that is his expertise, it is this. He's been in it. He's been in this industry for so long. He's seen people come and go. He's seen people get cut aside, and he's seen people who are phenomenally talented and phenomenally successful. It's like, dude, he knows what this guy is doing. Like chirping about like, "Oh yeah, nobody wanted to hire me." I want to see the YouTube comments. It's wild how openly racist you can be against whites and sexist against men. It's almost encouraged. "I'm black. This is bad." People don't understand how hard this could backfire on us. All treated equal.
That's real ass comment.
Because it was never about equality. It's always been about revenge. This has 388,000 views in one day. I'm gonna die.
It was like a hosting thing where you got to do impressions. I was perfect for it. They replaced me, so I started, being prepared, and I recorded it, and I got it on
need
tape.
to hear the recording.
And I just,
What did you get on tape? What did he say?
I got him literally
Joe's
saying,
bored with it.
"Will not represent white men, and it's company policy." He said it in plain. It's not couldn't be clear.
I want to hear it. It's so funny. Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
He said, "We cannot work with you just because your skin color."
For
Joe,
God's sake.
I want to hear it. Even if like the dude said that to him because like, I don't know, he just thought it's like easy way to let him down instead of being like, "You suck, dude. You're so bad." It's still pretty funny.
And where were you when you recorded this? Were you in New York?
Yeah, I was in New York, so you're allowed to do it.
that in New York?
Do it. Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Do you have to tell them that you're recording? No.
I'm told time and time again by acting agent and managers, "But we love you, but are not open to representing any more white men." Well, those racist, cowardly better call me when they need an actor to portray George Carlin in film. Until then, go yourselves.
When that George Carlin biopic, the equivalent to the Napoleon biopic that Hollywood has been trying to make forever.
He did a banger. Dr. Fauci 100 years ago. He's putting Dr. Fauci in different unique situations.
Flu is very deadly. And do not call it the Spanish flu. That is racist. It's theta. There's no evidence it came from Spain. It could have even come from the U.S.
As part of the character, or is he just like naturally dirty? He looks crazy. This is what Hollows in Dark Souls 1 look like.
Oh my god.
He looks like a Dark Souls 1 mini boss that would be like audibly weeping during your fight. He looks insane.
Dude, now that we saw that banger, this shows. I'm glad we watched that because now we definitely know he got fired for being a white guy.
I love how bad the impression is too. He's just like does a slightly whinier voice.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Anthony Fauci. If you get the flu, make sure to get a shot.
Yeah,
and you're racist if you don't get a shot.
And
I'm Anthony Fauci.
Yeah, we're not trying to make you gay and autistic. Definitely.
I'm Anthony Fauci. If you go to a Black Lives Matter protest, you are considered vaccinated. I'm Anthony Fauci.
Wait, he gave Dr. Phil the tape
by 3 agencies because they said they just weren't looking for white.
This motherfucker have anybody on, bro.
Yeah.
What is this?
I think I could easily get on Dr. Phil.
Well, not anymore because he's no longer. He went
His
independent.
last white guest.
No, he went independent.
He did?
Yeah, you didn't see he went on Joe Rogan to be like, Joe, I decided I need to go independent to cover the stories that mainstream media can't cover. That's why I'm here to tell you about how the Chinese are buying farmland next to military bases. and then Jamie pulls up a chart. And it's just like, it shows that like Chinese land purchases are literally like not even in the top 20 out of nationalities. And then immediately undermines his entire argument, to which he then followed.
Jamie's really got it sometimes.
Yeah. To which he then followed up by, doing the independent media route by interviewing Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem.
You can't do that in mainstream media.
Nobody does that.
Yeah, try supporting Israel in mainstream media. They won't let you do it. They'll
crucify you.
They hate that.
Yeah.
I love the idea that like the kind of, even like the non-political stuff, like the stupid bull he does, like you have to be independent to do this stuff, to like have a bickering husband and wife on and argue about like, whose turn it is to do the laundry.
Update, I will not settle. I will take this all the way even if I don't get a dime. This justified racism must end. What do you mean all the way? Oh no.
Damn, this mini photo shoot they did is really depressing me.
I have endless people reaching out to me privately saying, this happened to me. I'm too afraid to speak out. He's the goat, dude.
Sure.
What a loser.
I lit the nation on fire with my mega viral Anthony Fauci impression.
Yeah, wait, is he wearing the same hat but backwards in the? No, it's a
this
different.
Photo shoot is terrible. I hate the poses he's doing. He's like leaning up on a door. Hey, come over here.
Okay,
not woke.
The video call is record. The video has a recorded call.
You think it was justified? We can't represent
put him
you.
in a car
You don't
wash
have the
before his
chance to now
appearance here?
compete
He looks so
for
much
jobs
cleaner.
because you're white. Yes or no? Was that okay or was that not okay?
I think that what is described by you.
Don't give me your little
Well, no, let me
bubble
finish.
wrap.
What
Yes
is described
or
by
no?
you? Someone's telling you that you can't get that job.
Rewind.
Don't give me your little what?
He said mumble rap.
What is described
Yes
by
or no?
you?
Don't give me your little
Well, no, let me
bubble
finish.
wrap.
What
Yes.
is
What is it, bubble wrap or mumble wrap?
I think he said. But what does bubble wrap mean?
Bubble wrap is like the shit you put in.
No, I know what bubble wrap is, but I like, how does that fit contextually? Whereas mumble rap would be like racially motivated at least, so like it kind of makes sense.
Bubble wrap would mean that he's trying to sugarcoat it.
Oh, okay, so he probably means bubble wrap then.
someone telling you that you can't get that job because you're white does not sound right to me.
Well,
It's
let's hear
also
what was
illegal,
actually
right?
said. He's
It's
not just
illegal.
making this
But
up.
let me say this.
He recorded the call with an agent.
Okay,
He claims
as long
turned
as
him
there-
down for being white. So let's listen to the call.
Is it a policy, like explicit, that they're not taking on any like white men, or is it like case by case?
On-camera talent, stand-up, probably not. No.
Okay, so no
they're-
no white
what?
men are allowed for on-camera stuff.
I guess it's right now where it stands, but like, yeah, it could change in a year.
Oh my God, this guy literally was trying to let him off gently.
this is-
I called it. They literally were just like, yeah, dude, it's not because you suck. It's because you're a white guy. Please stop talking to me on the phone.
Like, if that was the actual policy, if the actual, like, whatever production this is for, they're like, we're like, no more white men, you'd think that like an actual agent would be like, yeah, no, this is definitely the policy that there's no more white men. We won't try to book you with them anymore. But he's saying, I think that's the policy, but we should try again in a year. Okay, is it the policy or not? This is just like day one, like agent bubble wrapping.
Yeah.
Like this is
This
fucking
is so
bubble wrap.
awesome. Dude, yeah, imagine being his therapist listening to this and being like, yeah, well, I do still want to keep getting paid by you, so I'm just going to go,
He has to have like Janice Soprano's therapist who like makes him read his screenplays. He has the most therapist on earth.
Depending on if
The
casting
music they put
directors,
behind
that's
this
not
too.
the feedback anymore, or not even casting directors, studios, whatever it may be, where it's like, this is what we're looking for.
What do we do about heart surgeons, airplane pilots? Like,
dude,
Yeah,
you're
that's
a
not
failed
what you
comic. Dude, they're just more talented than you.
Like, does he know how hard it is to become either a pilot? That's not happening. No. Well, it says here you flew an F-15 for 20 years and you got all these medals and you have 5,000 flight hours, but you're white, so go f yourself. We're letting Lizzo fly this plane.
The
you.
Yeah, the New York Post article about this dude's lawsuit says the management company says half the people they've signed deals with since this phone call have been white men. even the New York Post, because like they're still a newspaper.
Yeah,
So
they
still were like, let's give him a call. Let's give the agency a call, see what they're saying about it. And they're like, what are you talking about?
It was nice of them for them to still give him this photo shoot.
Oh, this is like that New York Post, famous for the one cheesehead lady who like anti-Zionist made her eat too much cheese.
They did. Sometimes they do stories like that where it's like supposed to be a conservative cause célèbre, but like the photo shoot and the way it's framed makes me feel like they're kind of in on the joke. Like the Post is like, even though this is a conservative cause, they know that this person's kind of delusional.
Oh man.
Every photo I see in the photo shoot sucks even more than the last one. Like the one on the bench.
I just want to go on Joe Rogan and be like, this is the guy you had on, and just show this photo. Be like, you think he's got real talent that's not being recognized because he's a white man? Like, what do you think?
The Joe Rogan in 2012 would have laughed at anyone doing this photo shoot.
This guy is awesome. Thank God Joe Rogan's having this guy on.
Jesus
Brought in for
Christ.
Sneaky Pete, Giovanni Ribisi. I was up for that role and making my own films. And
Anthony Fauci,
Anthony
Fauci
one,
2,
Anthony Fauci
the return
2.
of Fauci,
Anthony Fauci on Soul Plane, Anthony Fauci more cowbell skit.
Anthony Fauci is Lizzo's mom.
Anthony Fauci meets Donald Trump. I was doing Anthony Fauci celebrates Hanukkah. I was doing all of it. All these short films I made.
That's so good. This guy's awesome.
yeah,
He's hilarious.
I got really depressed. I lost my mind.
And so
we can tell.
when you recorded this on tape, what happened after you recorded it on tape?
After that, I was too afraid because when I would tell people about this, they would go, well, whatever. White guys have had it good. You know, I'm going, I just got here.
But isn't that one of the things that someone said to you? Like, white guys have had a good run?
Oh, people say it to me all the time.
But wasn't that one of the things that one of the agents had said to you?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if an agent said that, but
you were telling me that someone said it to you.
Comedy clubs, a lot, not necessarily clubs, but like the independent run shows. There would be like no white people allowed shows.
No, I think that actually happened.
Oh yeah. I was at a club and I did a spot. Guy goes, "You going on the next show?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "I didn't know you were in the LGBT plus 2RQR community." And I go, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, it's only no straight people allowed." And I was like.
That's awesome. Okay, this guy's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like,
if he was even like halfway joking on any of this, he would be the funniest man alive.
he's funny unintentionally in the sense that like I like laughing at him and never with him, seemingly.
If someone made this as a character, it would like actually be one of the more interesting comedic angles you could take at this.
No, it's like
the idea of someone who's like just every day of their life they feel peer pressured into like kissing their friend.
Yeah, because of their two gay dads and one gay grandfather.
Yeah, they have a entirely gay family tree. They were gonna be on Saturday Night Live as Anthony Fauci, but they were white. God, oh my,
what's going
God.
on? And so I after that I waited a while. I talked to my therapist. I just didn't know what to do because I didn't want that to become a force of its own. I wanted to have my talent lead the way, which it had always been doing. And it's tough to have people call you say you're just being a victim or whatever. And it's like, yeah, sometimes you're a victim and you have to fight it to heal from it. And move on from it. And so,
fucking God.
Oh, dude. Oh, therapy speak for like the most narcissistic tendencies, perpetual victimhood, classic. Everyone's a liberal. Everyone's a liberal at the end of the day.
Everyone in America is a rad lib.
Yeah.
Everyone likes identity politics
Yeah.
as long as it's for them.
Yeah. Oh
Holy
my
fuck.
God.
You have to fight being a victim. I was entertainment violated. He's like making this a Me Too. This is crazy.
He's not a victim. He's a survivor.
Yeah.
Your silence on this is deafening. Silence is violence about cishet white male erasure.
I thought if I don't fight this, I'm going to kill myself because it's so humiliating.
Holy, can you have some self-respect,
dude?
Even if you were going to, don't tell people that.
So much funnier if you just.
Holy. I hope you're lying.
If this dude killed himself and wrote in the note, like, I killed myself because as a cishet white guy, I couldn't get any roles in comedy, that would, oh my God, dude, that'd be his greatest work of all time.
Like, put your head in the oven like Sylvia Plath, and your suicide note is a QR code that you scan it, and your phone goes to his Anthony Fauci impression. And it's like, they wouldn't hire me because this was too good and I was white and that's why I did this. It's like, can you have some self-respect, please?
Yeah, bro,
going on Joe Rogan, I was gonna kill myself.
The QR code goes to this.
Or from a turtle, or maybe even a field mouse. Now, you want to make sure you're standing at least 6 horses apart. Look here.
What the is this? What kind of content do you do? Who is this for?
I know, dude, people who just hate Anthony Fauci.
I don't even know. I know people who are like annoying about the vaccine. They don't even care about Fauci that much. Not like this. They wouldn't find archival horse footage and use it to nail Fauci.
This is Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's the one fan he has.
Yeah. God damn it.
Have someone go, your skin color is it's just not the time for it. And so I just thought, I'm going to go for it. And I just put it on Instagram. I said, hey, I just got turned down for being white. Any attorneys out there? And one guy reached out and goes,
He did the Elon Musk technique, which is the greatest. Hey, any lawyers out there?
I bet, you know, look, I made fun of Twitter lawyers, but like an Instagram lawyer, that's the kind you want.
Yeah, Jayoma.
Yeah.
He needed a TikTok guy for a separate case. He was also a pedophile. He's like, oh.
I'm a discrimination attorney. He goes, this is one of the most clear acts of discrimination I've ever seen. He said it's so
funny because he's like perpetually getting locked into with like some of the scummiest dudes who are like, yeah, you're right. This is
he cannot like every single transaction and conversation of his life is someone terrible like lying to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
Yeah, this must mean I'm right.
This guy, how does this guy not get like scammed out of out of his house, out of his car, out of the clothes on his back every time he leaves the house?
Oh my God.
I talked to this gentleman who said he was the wallet inspector. And he said he has to keep my wallet because I'm what?
I just like, there is definitely like a very funny track record of him like talking to agents and then lawyers, and all of those guys keep being like, yeah, you're so good.
Yeah.
And then the lawyer is going to drop him because he's a white man.
Yeah. Okay, we can't, this court is no longer accepting white plaintiffs. So really sorry.